Today, we wanted to cover 5 new housing laws that are coming up in California in 2026 that are going to impact our California housing professionals, homeowners, renters, everybody. So stay tuned. This should be a quick video, but we did want to cover each of these as they will impact quite a few of us. First one on the docket for this morning is AB 628. So landlords must provide a stove and a refrigerator. So AB 628 adds a working stove and working refrigerator to the list of things that make a rental unit tenantable in California. So for any lease entered into, amended, or extended on or after January 1st of 2026, landlords are required to provide both stove and refrigerator. Who this is going to impact. So renters for new leases, you should be expecting this. Landlords for new leases starting in 2026, you should be expecting to have to provide this. So property managers and HOAs that manage rental units, keep this in mind because this law is coming into effect in just a few days here as the calendar rolls to 2026. The second one is a little funky, but for AB 1414, tenants can opt out of bulk internet billing. I've lived in a bunch of rentals my whole life throughout Southern California. I've never personally run into this, but it might impact somebody. So let's go through AB 1414, which says that for any tenancy beginning or renewed on or after January 1st, 2026, if a landlord arranges a bulk subscription for internet, cell service, or similar utilities, it must allow tenants to opt out. Tenants can't be forced to pay for landlords' bundled internet plans if they don't want it. This law includes remedies and anti-retaliation protections. So this will impact renters, property managers, leasing agents, and owners of multifamily buildings where this applies. Every building that I've ever lived in, I've had to get my own internet, so has never impacted me, but just in case, it might impact you. This one does directly impact me because I am a contractor, I own my own construction company. So SB 216, which was originally passed back in 2022, but 2026 is a major enforcement milestone. The law requires many licensed contractors to show proof of workers' compensation coverage, even if they don't have employees. So my specific situation, I could be exempt from having workers' compensation as a solopreneur construction company. Now with this new law, they're ramping up verification in 2026, and many contractor classifications must have coverage or an approved exemption, which with further implementation continuing into 2027 and 2028. This is something I have to look into personally to make sure I can still be exempted from it. If you are a contractor or a solopreneur out there in the California housing industry, please pay attention because this thing is coming up January 1st, 2026 as well. This one is fascinating. AB 723. This is going to impact all real estate brokers, real estate agents, and other salespeople in the California housing industry. This is the disclosure for AI altered listing photos, which is an increasing number of photos out there. So AB 723 requires real estate brokers and salespersons who use digitally altered images in advertising to include a disclosure that the image has been altered. For web postings, you must also include the original unaltered image or a link to it. This applies to AI-generated edits, heavy retouching, virtual staging, basically any digital alteration beyond standard color correction or lighting adjustments. This is coming January 1st, 2026, that you have to list what edits were made and then also be able to provide the original unaltered image or a link to it. This one is going to impact a lot of people, and you do not want to be caught posting any material that is no longer allowable, which means something that has been AI generated or heavily edited without the disclosure that it is so, and you have to have a link to the original as well. So that one is coming, very important to know about. The other one, AB 130 and SB 131. This is for ADU and infill development reforms. So AB 130 and its companion bill streamline approvals and expand the CEQA exemptions for certain infill and housing projects. They also include ADU-related changes that limit local interference, speed up approval timelines, and add protections for ADUs and HOAs and common interest developments. These bills were signed in mid-2025 and are in force heading into 2026. They materially change how fast developers and homeowners can get ADUs and infill projects permitted. This is another really interesting one. In theory, this helps California with affordability and our ongoing housing shortage. I'll have more thoughts on that shortly as to whether or not we actually have a housing shortage in California. But in theory, this should assist with that We'll see if it actually ends up happening. But these are 5 new housing initiatives and laws that are coming into effect January 1st, 2026, that I want to make sure we all are aware of, because they are coming and we want to make sure that we are properly notified and aware of what is coming up. The other thing is just, this is one of the articles that we posted on LinkedIn recently. If you are interested in this type of information, please just check back for more. Either connect with us on LinkedIn, connect with us here on this channel. Our goal is to help better and improve the California housing industry. We believe that our housing industry is better when we work together.